Welcome to Date Safe in the Philippines. I'm Mia, and today I'm going to share 9 ways to build trust with a Filipina that actually work. And when I say actually work, I mean things that I've seen work on me, on my friends, on my cousins, and on pretty much every Filipina I know. Not the generic advice you'll find on some dating blog written by someone who's never even been here. Here's the thing. A lot of foreigners show up in the Philippines thinking that buying gifts, sending money, and saying sweet words is how you build trust with a Filipina. Wrong. Those things might get her attention, but they won't build trust. In fact, doing too much of those things too fast is actually a red flag to most smart Filipinas. It makes us wonder what you're trying to hide or what you're expecting in return. Trust is different. Trust takes time. Trust requires consistency. And trust is the foundation of any real relationship here. Without it, you're just another foreigner who showed up, spent some money, and then disappeared. So if you're serious about finding a Filipina who will actually love you and be loyal to you, then keep watching. Please subscribe first. I promise the advice I share here can save you from heartbreak, scams, and so much stress. Don't wait until you're already in trouble. Okay, let's get started. Way number 1, show up when you say you're going to show up. This sounds so simple, but you'd be surprised how many foreigners mess this up. If you tell a Filipina you're going to call her at 7 p.m., then call her at 7 p.m. If you say you're coming to the Philippines in March, then actually book your ticket and come in March. If you promise to message her good morning, then message her good morning. Here's what most guys don't understand. Filipinas have been lied to by foreigners a million times. Every guy says he's different. Every guy says he's coming. Every guy makes promises. But only a very small number actually follow through. So when you consistently do what you say you're going to do, it's like magic. She starts to think, wait, this guy is actually real. And that's when trust begins to form. The opposite is also true. If you keep making promises and breaking them, even small ones, she's going to start protecting her heart from you. And once a Filipina puts up her walls, it's really hard to get them back down. Way number 2, be honest about your situation. Are you married, separated, have kids, still paying off your ex-wife, just looking for fun? Be honest about it. Whatever your situation is, just tell her the truth from the beginning. Filipinas can handle the truth. What we can't handle is finding out later that you lied. Nothing destroys trust faster than discovering that the guy you've been chatting with for 3 months forgot to mention that he has a wife back home. And trust me, we will find out. Filipinas are excellent investigators. We have cousins everywhere, and we know how to use Facebook. Here's a secret. If you're honest about your situation from the beginning, even if it's not perfect, a lot of Filipinas will actually respect you more. We understand that life is complicated. We understand that people have pasts. But if you lie about it, then we know that you'll probably lie about other things too. And that's when we start looking for the exit. Way number 3, respect her family. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you're in a relationship with a Filipina, you're also in a relationship with her family. This is non-negotiable. Family is everything here. If you disrespect her family, you disrespect her. And if you disrespect her, you can say goodbye to any trust you've built. Now, I'm not saying you have to agree with everything her family does. I'm not saying you have to give them money every time they ask. But you do have to show respect. That means being polite when you meet them. That means not talking badly about them behind their backs. That means understanding that her parents' opinions actually matter to her. When a Filipina sees that you respect her family, it tells her that you understand her culture and that you're willing to be part of her world. That builds trust. When she sees that you roll your eyes every time her mother calls, that destroys trust. Way number 4, don't try to buy her love. Here's where a lot of foreigners go wrong. They think that sending big money, buying iPhones, paying for college, and solving all her problems is the way to win her heart. But actually, it's the opposite. When you try to solve all her problems right away, you're putting the relationship in the microwave. You're rushing things, and quite often the Filipina ends up feeling like she owes you something, which is not the same as loving you. Or worse, she starts to see you as just a source of money, not as a partner. The guys who build real trust are the ones who take their time. They help a little bit here and there, but they don't try to be a superhero. They let the relationship develop naturally. They let her earn things. They let her contribute to the relationship too. Trust me, if you want a Filipina who actually loves you and not just your wallet, then stop trying to buy her. Let her see that you value her as a person, not as a project to rescue. Way number 5. Be consistent in your communication. If you're in a long-distance relationship with a Filipina, communication is everything. And I don't mean sending her a random message whenever you feel like it. I mean consistent, reliable communication that she can count on. Maybe you message her good morning every day. Maybe you video call every Sunday. Maybe you text her during your lunch break. Whatever it is, make it a routine that she can depend on. Why does this matter? Because when a Filipina is waiting for you on the other side of the world, she has no idea what you're actually doing. She doesn't know if you're working late or if you're out with another woman. The only thing she has to go on is your communication. So when you're consistent, it tells her that she's on your mind. It tells her that you're reliable, and reliability builds trust. The guys who disappear for 3 days and then come back with some excuse about being busy are the guys who lose good Filipinas. Don't be that guy. Way number 6, let her see your real life. This is a big one. If you want a Filipina to trust you, let her see your real life. Video call her from your apartment so she can see where you live. Introduce her to your friends over Zoom. Show her pictures of your family. Let her see your workplace. Why? Because Filipinas are naturally suspicious of foreigners who seem like they're hiding something. If all she ever sees is your face on a screen and she has no idea what your actual life looks like, she's going to wonder what you're not showing her. Is he married? Does he live with someone? Is anything he told me actually true? But when you open up your life to her, when you let her see the real you, it removes all those doubts. She starts to feel like she actually knows you. And that's when trust really starts to build. I dated a foreigner once who never showed me his apartment. He always had some excuse. It turned out he was living with his ex-girlfriend. So yeah, let her see your real life. Way number 7, don't pressure her physically. This might seem obvious, but a lot of guys mess this up. If you want to build trust with a Filipina, especially a good Filipina from a traditional family, do not pressure her to get physical too fast. Here's what happens when you push too hard. She starts to think that you only want one thing. She starts to think that you're just like all the other foreigners who showed up looking for a good time. And even if she likes you, she's going to put her guard up because she doesn't want to get used and then discarded. The guys who build trust are the ones who let her set the pace. They're patient. They show her that they're interested in her as a person, not just her body. And ironically, these are usually the guys who end up with the best relationships because they took the time to build a real foundation. Way number 8, keep your promises, even the small ones. I mentioned this earlier, but it's so important that I want to expand on it. Keeping your promises isn't just about the big things, like showing up when you say you're coming. It's also about the small things. If you say you'll send her a picture of your lunch, send the picture. If you say you'll watch a movie together online, don't cancel at the last minute. If you say you'll help her practice her English, actually do it. These small promises might seem insignificant to you, but to a Filipina, they're tests. She's watching to see if you follow through. Every time you keep a small promise, you pass the test and build a little more trust. Every time you break a small promise, you fail the test and lose a little more trust. Over time, these small things add up. Either she starts to believe that you're a man of your word, or she starts to believe that your words don't mean anything. And once a Filipina believes that your words don't mean anything, good luck trying to convince her otherwise. Way number 9, give it time. This is the most important one, and it's the one that most foreigners don't want to hear. Building trust takes time. There's no shortcut. There's no magic formula. You just have to put in the time. I know you're excited. I know you found an amazing Filipina and you want to lock her down as quickly as possible. But trust doesn't work that way. Trust is built through months and years of consistent behavior. It's built through weathering storms together. It's built through showing her over and over again that you're the real deal. The foreigners who rush into relationships here, who propose after 2 weeks, who try to bring a Filipina home after one visit, are usually the ones who end up with broken hearts and empty wallets. The foreigners who take their time, who let the relationship develop naturally, who prove themselves over time, are usually the ones who end up with amazing Filipina wives who are loyal and loving for life. So be patient. Good things come to those who wait, and a good Filipina is definitely worth waiting for. Let me conclude by saying this. Trust isn't something you can fake. Trust isn't something you can buy. Trust is something you earn through your actions, day after day, month after month. If you follow these 9 ways, you're going to stand out from 99% of the foreigners who show up here. You're going to show her that you're different. You're going to show her that you're worth her time and her heart. And when a Filipina fully trusts you, she will love you with everything she has. There's nothing quite like it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If this video was helpful for you, please hit the like button and subscribe to Date Safe in the Philippines. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And remember, it's more fun in the Philippines, but only if you're smart about it. See you in the next one.